Lots of injuries.
Yep.
Tough couple games.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, there is a bright side, though. You can reuse the same intro from last video. Hey, low-quality fans of a team that likes to get their shit kicked in every now and again. Oh, I'm sorry, back-to-back? Yeah, back-to-back. Sometimes it's actually easier making a video about a loss, because I get to vent some frustration. But this is the kind of livid anger that it's hard to scream and shout. And I'm a grown man. I'm not punching holes in my walls, and I'm not yelling at the people around me because a sports team lost. Nope. I'm a cool, calm, collected kind of guy until I'm in a room alone. And then it starts to get a little jumbled up here. The setup was virtually the same thing. Another game on the road. We've had a lot of those. We are in the middle of a 33-day stretch in which we've had one home game and a Lake Tahoe home game. It's coming off of a back-to-back. I'm just going to say this now. You're going to see this a lot. This happened last year against Calgary and Vancouver, or swapped them. I forget the order. But we got our shit kicked in for 2 games straight. And I'm talking big losses. We ripped off 5 of the next 6 after that, and then the whole world shut down. There's your optimism take, I guess. I've got one more I'll save for later. Hey, I gotta say this now. Like and subscribe to the video, please. Great. Moving on. I was so confident. I was so confident going into this one. I was like, oh man, the boys are gonna be sparked. And they were. In the weirdest way. The game starts, and 20 seconds in, Marshy the Rat King goes up against Adam Turtle, and he immediately gets in his face, goes, let's throw down. They're going to say my name a lot. They're going to say your name a lot. Let's fucking fight. You have a 2-inch reach advantage on me. I'm smaller than you. Let's go. I said Adam Turtle? It's Adam Fox. Oh, that's right, because he fucking turtled immediately. And yes, Marshy should have gotten a penalty here because he shed him. For all those Rangers fans who are complaining that Marshy didn't get a penalty here, imagine, just imagine if the situation was reversed and Lemieux goes up to somebody and drops the gloves after scrumming around in their face a little bit, and then they just turtle and skate away. You would be going nuts. You'd be calling them all sorts of stuff I'm not saying on this channel, and now you want to talk to me? You want to talk to me about, well, Marshy gets the benefit of the doubt with refs. He fucking doesn't. He gets called for everything and anything in this league. But you don't want to hear that. I'm biased. You're biased. The only reason I actually bring this up is because the game immediately turns from there. We're 20 seconds in. And Marshy was trying to make a statement of like, we're gonna play this game. We're gonna fight hard. And once Fox turtled away, all of the energy got sucked out of the team. It just gone. We look exhausted for the first 6 minutes of this game. And then we have a stretch of about 7 to 8 minutes where we look like the better team. But stop me if you've heard this before. We can't finish. We can't get a goal. And then bada bing on the other end. Gauthier takes pretty much a harmless wrister. It was a nice shot, but takes a wrister from on top of the left circle. And there's too many bodies in front of the net. And John Moore can't clear out his guy. So that goes past Rask. Rask never sees it. It's 1-0 after we've looked like the better team for most of the start of the game. Our defensemen are not strong enough. Vach, dude, I'm sorry, but you gotta bulk up or something. You are getting absolutely bullied. John Moore, we've talked about John Moore. Oof. Cliffy's decision-making, terrible. He usually can stand up to somebody, but his decision-making on fast breaks, awful. Zaboral needs to be tougher. Carlo, who's supposed to be the tough one, needs to get tougher. McAvoy's tough enough. He's already borderline. There's some stuff he does where I go, you might get labeled as a dirty player eventually. I don't think he's a dirty player yet, but he's like inching his way there when he gets frustrated. Let's call it a spoiler. I just went through our entire defense and just said they all got outbodied the whole game because they fucking did. Why am I even making this video? I should literally just put out my last video again with me just editing Islanders to Rangers. That's it, right? I should just replace the video. Just put it out again. Just back to back. Would you guys even notice? Would any of us notice? There were 2 moments in that first period. One really scary. McAvoy took a puck to the face. He does come back, but I swear to God, I pooped out my heart. And also, we got a power play chance that amounted to nothing because we're so fucking predictable. Now, our power play hasn't completely dried up. It has for a couple games, but looking at our stats, it's not like it's non-existent. The problem is, the only reason we score on our power play is because our personnel is so good, not because we have good plays anymore. Special teams are kind of like a coach's baby. Like, figure this one out. We can't just coast on the talent. We need to have an effective, dangerous power play. We need to stop with the shorthanded chances because they could have had a shorty in this game. Going into the second, we're down a goal. We shouldn't be panicking. The aura wasn't nice, though. Back to my other point, we immediately draw a penalty, and we do nothing with it. again. Immediately after they kill the penalty, they get a 3-on-3 the other way. We had enough men to cover it, but Vok just doesn't pick up his side. He stands in the slot alone, not covering anybody, and Strome's off to the right. Beautiful pass from Lafreniere, and Strome just buries it. Vok should have been aware of that, and he should have turned his head and gone, I'm not covering anyone in the slot. I don't know why I'm here. Younger players, they get chanted these instructions. Protect the slot, protect the front of the net. It's a fast break, bud. Cover the man. But the game's not over. It's 2-0. And our perfection line, about 60 seconds later, gets a nice entrance. It goes Marshy to Pasta in his office, and it's a little ahead of Pasta, so he doesn't really get a lot on it, so he kind of turns it into a slap pass, and Bergie just, boop, right in the middle of the slot. No one covered him. It's 2-1. We're still in this game. We're still in this game. Then things get real chippy, and all hell breaks loose. 7 minutes into the period, Bergie is getting off the ice, and he sees Lindgren coming after him, so Bergie gets ready for it, kind of shoulders him back. Marshy knows this is a late hit for no reason, and although Bergie doesn't get knocked over, Marshy reacts badly, and he goes right at Lindgren, cross-checks him in the face. That was a dirty play. That is a deserved penalty, and a bad response that we didn't need at that time. What I did like about this, though, is when Marshy fucking annihilates Lindgren, do you know who else jumps in right away? First guy into the pile? It's Stanika. He flies over and he's ready to mix it up. And Stanika, not a guy that you think is ready for that kind of stuff. He was sent down to continue to bulk up. I still think he needs to bulk up a lot. He's not physically ready to play against these grown-ass men. He jumped right in because he knows, he gets it. Like he's trying to get the team going. Frederick doing his part to try to get the team going. The younger guys should not be the ones setting the tone. Somebody else needs to stand up and go, we're not fucking doing this again. Quick little point, I couldn't track the lines in this game. There was a DeBrusque, Corrali, Smith line at one point. There was a DeBrusque, Pasta, Stanika line at one point, which I kind of dug that one. That was kind of neat. We got crazy with these lines. And I don't know. I think Frederick got benched at one point, so things got turned around. But it was very clear that Casty was like, where the fuck are the Boston Bruins? Where are my boys? We do get another power play chance. This whole team is fucking snake bitten. Coyle rings it off the crossbar 3 feet from the goal. And Stanika earlier had a crossbar. Like, the whole team just cannot make anything happen. It can't get to the back of the net. There's no finishers. And then it's penalty after penalty. And then there's a really fun one, which was a immense flop. Richie trips Smith. He poked at the back of his skate, and Smith catches his skate on the kick plate on the boards and just goes... So that gets called, and you know if it's a flop, they're going to score on the power play, which they immediately do. It's got to be Fox, right? It's always going to be Fox. Fox hammers one from the point. Blackwell is in the slot with a beautiful tip. God, it was a great tip. But that's 3-1 them, and then the wheels fell off. 12 seconds later, Kreider is in the corner of our zone, throws it to the slot. No one's even there, and it bounces off McAvoy's skate and in. Kreider gets a ridiculous goal for a ridiculous bounce, and it's 4-1. 12 seconds separating these goals. Remember when I said the kids were trying to amp everyone up? Well, Trent Freddy goes after Jack Johnson. He gets in his face. He roughs him up a little bit, and Jack Johnson's giving it right back to him. Now, let me ask you, as a veteran in this league, and some kid is jawing at you, do you immediately cross-check them in the fucking face? And oh, all those Rangers fans, hey guys, where was all the complaining about that? You got so mad that Marshy was shoving a guy in the chest for a fight, but when Jack Johnson, a veteran, absolutely cross-checks a rookie in the mouth, oh, suddenly Jack Johnson's your favorite player. Fuck you. Dirty hits are dirty hits. Like, why can't everyone just go, yeah, I know, that was dirty, I didn't like that. Doesn't mean you have to hate the player, but you can call them dirty sometimes. After Jack Johnson cross-checks Frederick in the mouth, Stanika jumps in to fight Jack Johnson. It never really amounts to anything, but guys, that ain't right. I don't care who you are on that team. You can't watch Stanika and Frederick being the only ones with any sort of bite. That's pathetic. And I am embarrassed for my team right now. Legitimately. We've allowed, at this point, 11 goals in the past 5 periods of play. That's exciting. Third period starts less than 2 minutes in. Zaboral just gets fucking beat. Just gets bullied, and that's now 5-1. Fox, great pass again. God, that kid's good. And right to Buchnevich, who just, it might as well have been a 2-on-1. It might as well have been a 2-on-none, honestly. I don't even know who scored the 6th goal. I was belligerent at this point. 2v2 again. It's someone passes it to someone in the slot, but McAvoy's stick gets there and it goes in our net. You can't make this shit up. It's 6-2 them. Oh, sorry. Spoiler alert. It's 6-1 them at this point. Silver lining. Marshy gets his 300. It was a pasta shot from the point. Heavy hammer. And Marshy got to the rebound and buried it. I don't want to talk about this game anymore. Oh my god. I kind of rooted for a 7-2 finish, really, because I honestly was at that point just going to repost the video as a joke. But then actually make this video. All of our defense is getting bullied. And yes, this team is a different team when we have Lauzon, I can't believe I just said that out loud, Grizzlick, Krejci, hopefully Kasha makes a difference when he comes back. Oddly enough, I think we miss Kevin Miller the most. John Moore is bad, right? Like, it's not just me. This guy's not cutting it at all. And Kevin Miller played with a lot of physicality and he was really rough on people. I miss Kevin Miller. Fuck. I'm so bummed to say this, but I need him back out of the lineup. He just can't handle it. He's got the IQ and he's got the skating. He does not have the physicality. Are we a middling team that had a good stretch and now we're having a bad stretch? Or are these injuries affecting us to the point, especially with our defense, that none of our defenders know how to coordinate with each other properly yet? I think that's a real point there because we have switched them so consistently. I think we're now at 9 defenders have played this season, and it seems like every 2 games, a different one goes in and out. There's a lot of different combinations you can make with 9 players. For these 2 games, we had a plus 15 goal differential. Now, we have a plus 6. And our lead in the standings has completely evaporated. We now have a 3-point lead, same amount of games played with the 5th place team in our division. We are legitimately in danger of falling out of a playoff spot after a 10-1-2 start. I love this team. I do. I love this team so much. And so many players on this team I'm really excited about. We're back at the Rangers on Sunday. I don't care how they get the win. They need the win. I don't care right now. I just need a win. And I need to see more from the defense. And it's worth mentioning that Bruce Cassidy did say he needs more from guys like DeBrusk, from guys like Corrali, from Bjork. He needs to see them have an impact on the game because they don't. And I completely agree. And another quote that he had, I'm paraphrasing these, the question asked to him was, is this too much of an ask for these guys, these young defensemen who are coming into the lineup? Is it too much? And Cassidy's answer was perfect. He said, this is the opportunity you ask for. This is what you want. This is what you've been waiting for. There's no guarantee to ever get in the lineup. This is the opportunity that you're looking for. You got to grab it. And I couldn't agree more. Guys, I know it's been such a bummer. These videos have been such a bummer lately, but thank you again for watching. I already said to like and subscribe in the beginning. Oops, I said it again. Thank you for watching, though, guys. I'll see you Sunday night, maybe Monday night, but I'll see you then.